Pakistan and the United Nations Human Rights Council on Tuesday, accusing Islamabad of bombing its own people and misusing international forums to hurl baseless and provocative allegations against New Delhi. India told the 60th session of the UN Human Rights Council that Pakistan should instead focus on rescuing its own economy, which is on life support and a human rights record stained by persecution. DD India's Raghav Kumar Jha delves deep into the rampant violation of human rights in Pakistan to reveal the truth behind Pakistan's doublespeak.
India on Tuesday ripped apart Pakistan at the 60th session of the United Nations Human Rights Council. Lashing out at Islamabad, the Indian diplomat Kshitij Tyagi accused it of bombing their own people and abusing the forum with baseless and provocative statements against India.
A delegation that epitomizes the antithesis of this approach continues to abuse this forum with baseless and provocative statements against India. Instead of coveting our territory, they would do well to vacate the Indian territory under the illegal occupation and focus on rescuing an economy on life support, a polity muzzled by military dominance, and a human rights record stained by persecution. Perhaps once they find time away from exporting terrorism, harboring UN-proscribed terrorists, and bombing their own people.
The Indian diplomat's sharp rebuke came just a day after reports of a Pakistani Air Force strike in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province that left at least 30 civilians dead, including women and children. International human rights organizations called for an investigation into these allegations, urging protection of civilians and accountability for any violations. Human rights violations are a significant and ongoing issue in Pakistan, which include the severe suppression of dissent, with authorities arresting critics and political opponents, and restrictions on freedom of assembly, discrimination against religious and ethnic minorities such as Hazara and Ahmadi communities, and reports of extrajudicial killings and forced disappearances. Defense of Human Rights reported 2,332 cases of enforced disappearances throughout 2024-25, often targeting journalists, students, activists, and political opponents. In 2024-25, Pakistan deported about 315,100 Afghan refugees back to Afghanistan, often unlawfully, while at least 10,566 Afghan refugees were arrested and detained within Pakistan during this crackdown. Forced conversions, especially of Hindu women and girls, remain prevalent, with at least 136 cases reported in 2023, mostly in Sindh. In the first half of 2024, 862 cases of child sexual abuse, 668 abductions, and 82 attempted suicides involving children were reported. There was an uptick in violence against minorities, especially the Ahmadiyya community, which faced killings, mosque closures, declaration of graves, and mass arrests. At least 82 Ahmadi graves were desecrated in 2024. According to human rights organizations, security forces continued the policy of kill and dump in Balochistan, where dissidents were kidnapped, tortured, and killed. India also reminded the Human Rights Council that its mandate must remain universal, objective, and non-selective, cautioning against country-specific mandates that it said reinforced perceptions of bias and selectivity.
Our collective efforts should foster unity and constructive engagement, not division. We are concerned by the continued proliferation of country-specific mandates. Far from advancing the Council's core mandate, they reinforce perceptions of bias and selectivity. Focusing narrowly on the human rights situation in a few countries distracts us from the urgent and shared challenges the world faces.
In April this year, UN human rights experts expressed serious concern over the excessive and harmful impacts of Pakistan's counterterrorism measures in Balochistan, calling for full respect of international law. The UN experts asked Pakistan to take stronger measures to prevent all rights violations, hold perpetrators accountable, and provide remedies to victims. Raghav Kumar Jha's report for DD India.